I'm not gonna lie, I never had like a backup plan. It's just straight baseball. It wasn't nothing else. It was just like, I'm gonna be a big leaguer. I'm gonna be a Hall of Famer one day.
Guys, NFL's back. Our favorite time of the year. Make sure you guys download Betr Picks. It's killing it. Download Betr to make your lineups. 100x multiplier. People are winning too much money. So if you want to be one of those people, you know what to do. Download now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Twin Talk. It's been a while since we've been in our studio, so I'm really excited. I know, me too. I'm excited to be back here. I love the aura in the room. The audience is great. Yeah, the audience is great. Just got back from New York like a week ago. Kind of hung out. I love New York. When we left, I was ready because we were in New York for so long. And then when we got back home, I was like, I want to go back. I know. The dinners in New York, we were talking about it. Yeah. It's all like Carbone themed. So if you've been to dinner at Carbone, it just reminds me of that live music. Nobody's in a rush at dinner, okay? During the day, I feel like. But at dinner, you're like really conversational. It's one of my favorites. The ambiance is really, really fun too. It's more of just wine, dine. Like Nobu was such a vibe, and it was like 11. It was like a 3-hour dinner. Yeah, and it goes by quick. No, that's what I'm saying. Do I want to go out or do I not? No, you're going out. Yeah, it's yes to everything now. One of my favorite moments from this weekend was when we went to the Cowboys and Giants game, and I was rocking a jersey. Mm-hmm. Well, first we were not tailgating. We were pre-gaming at a bunch of bar spots with Alexiness. And favorite bar spot, Dead Rabbit. Dead Rabbit was good. One of my all-time favorite bars, up there with Pawpaw, Lake Michigan. Mm-hmm. The gazebo. The gazebo. Top two. Pawpaw punches. But we were out, and first of all, everyone was wearing like Giants jerseys, and we were in Cowboys gear. And so either you get so much hate wearing a Cowboys jersey, like I didn't realize. And then we were at the bar, and somebody else walked in a Cowboys jersey, and now it's, if you like see someone else in a Cowboys jersey or like in a Cowboy gear, it's like, okay, we kind of like, we vibe. They bought us drinks. We're Cowboys fans. So shout out to those people. If you guys are watching this, probably not, but shout out to y'all. Thanks for the drinks. But no, I thought it was funny. And then we got to the game, and Giants, I think there was like another elephant in the room. We were talking about one earlier. Mm-hmm. The Giants were hosting us, and they wanted us to go on the field and do some content for them. And they told me, first thing I walked in, they're like, take off that jersey. Take off that jersey. So I had to put on a jersey. And so we just posted a TikTok, and I had to put on a New York Giants, like, red shirt. And I was like, okay, no one's going to, just play it cool, whatever. I'm going on the field, like, support, whatever. And I went on the field, and it was fine. Well, then we got to the seats, and everyone, all these Cowboys, they're like, I just saw your TikTok. Like, why are you in that shirt? And then everyone was commenting on our TikTok. Like, I need to address this. And still now, this week later, I was in like a Cowboys shirt, and everyone's like, still so pressed that I was in the Giants. Like, I can tell the loyalty. But the jersey I was in, he didn't really care. Like, he was. I know, but I think Cowboys fans are ride or die. So when you take it off and then they see you on the field in a Giants shirt. But the Giants, I think they did it on purpose because I don't agree. They wanted us in Giants gear. They did, but they didn't know you were pulling up in a jersey. I told Alexia, I said, I'm wearing his jersey. Oh, well, and then, either way, Cowboys won, so. 40-0. 40-0.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story is 40-0, which is actually extremely even more. My first impression, after the game, it was like pouring down rain, and I was using his jersey to like as an umbrella, and I was trying to go find him to say like, what's up? And he was in the Cowboys visiting like family center after the game, and I walked in a New York Giants shirt, and everyone was like staring at me, and I was like, "This is so bad." Like I removed myself from the situation. I was so like, I knew people were staring at me, and I was just. Also, we were trying to get a Uber after the game, which is impossible. We didn't know that. This is our first. This is our first NFL game, so we had no idea. Haley and I are in the parking lot. Of course, it starts to rain. Perfect timing. Mother Nature, thank you. And we were trying to get an Uber. Keeps canceling every hour. Literally. Every hour. It was like an hour to get an Uber. So at this point, Haley's like, okay, I'm going to go see her bae. We're going to figure it out. Well, I finally get a Lyft. I switched over to the Lyft app. I'm like, we need to get back to parking lot 3 to go get, our Lyft. Hey, I'm like, Haley, let's go. Well, we weren't going to make it in time. This Lyft guy's like, no, we need to go right now. Like, a lot of people are waiting. Luckily, I see an NYPD cop, okay? Popo, I don't know who you are, but you know who you are, okay? And I see him, and he's like, where are you trying to go? He's like sorry, I cut you off, but it's like someone you see in the airport, and you never see him again. Yeah, okay. This man is very good-looking cop, okay? We, like, kind of vibes. kind of flirted a little bit. And he's like, oh, like, why are you here? Da, da, da. And he's like, oh, you're a twin. And I was like, yeah, my twins are here going on. So this man gives us a ride in the cop car to the lift. So my Cinderella story is this policeman from New York. If you see this, I don't know your name. I asked the older guy your name, and I'm pretty sure you heard me talking about you on a walkie-talkie, so I'm a little embarrassed. And now I'm talking about it on the podcast, but thank you.
Did you get his number?
I didn't. That was his problem. He had his older cop friend take us because he was like, oh, we only have one spot. In my mind, I'm like,
he wanted you to get into.
I wanted to get in his cop car. You know that song, Cop Car? Keith Urban? Okay, yeah. This is what's going through my mind. I'm a little tipsy, so I'm like, cop car. I'm trying to have a conversation with this man.
But we're also in a hurry because the lift is saying.
Seriously, I'm like, pick and choose, Hannah, what are you trying to do? So then I get in the older guy's cop car, and he goes by himself. Well, I didn't know. I do know that these cops have walkie-talkies and can hear each other. So I'm telling this guy, I'm like, who's that cop?
Well, next time now we know not to Uber at that time.
So learning lesson and found a crush.
Speaking of the Cowboys, they are also coming off on a 2-0. Hannah and I are going to the Arizona Cowboys game this weekend. We're from there, so I want to go support the Bay. So Betr Picks lineup, more or less.
On who?
Who are we taking this week? Come on.
And so now we do have a loss in our hands, but we're going to bounce back, and you guys know who we're taking. Actually, I'll let Haley explain who we're taking.
We're taking Bay, Ferguson, Moore.
Moore. So that's what our lineup is this week.
We're taking him more than on his fantasy points. Killed it.
You know that it's going to be a great weekend.
It's going to be a great weekend, Carol.
We're excited. Going to be in Arizona, back with our other sisters. Miss them. So it's going to be a great time.
Brittany's wedding's coming up, too, so I'm so excited.
Uh-huh.
You were supposed to be married next.
I was.
No, you were supposed to.
I think that there's always plans.
Yeah.
I think we always plan. We're huge planners.
We always want to know what's next, too.
So Brandy got married first, and I was next in line. I was in a long-term. Well, she's got engaged. Brandy got engaged first, and I was next in line because I was in a long-term relationship. So everybody was like, Hannah's going to be next. I don't want to get married till I'm 26, more stable.
Yep. You want to get eloped?
And no, I want it to be like in like Cabo.
Oh, okay.
Beach. Not eloped, but definitely not that big of a party.
Not happening anymore.
Not happening anymore. Pivoted, no plans here to get married.
So then Rod Wave drops in. I see Hannah a lot on the balcony listening to Rod Wave, and I'm like, girl, come in here.
That man.
Play Cardi B.
No, that man. I love Rod Wave. I think I love Rod Wave more than Zach Bryan. I was telling you that.
We were going to his concert.
Long journey. Call your friends. I don't really like
2018.
I like it, but it's like,
whoa.
Now I'm off that way. Backlit. That's my song. Backlit. Play Backlit right now.
That's what I told him. I was like, there's no more time to be so sad, you know?
Yeah. And it's
a part of life.
It is. I was having a good conversation with my mom too. She was like, you have to understand you're 22, you're young, there's so much more in life. You can't continue to, want to go back in a direction. Obviously, you outgrow things, you outgrow people. That doesn't mean they're bad people. So that's just kind of how I'm looking at it. The longevity, like what's next, how I'm going to better myself is kind of how I'm looking at it.
No, I just think it's funny too because at the beginning of this podcast, when it launched, it was all, what's Haley? Like, what's her relationship status? What's she's doing? What's her dating? And now it's like, here we are. Oh. We're taking this. It's basically a diary.
It is. It kind of is.
Now it's September 19th.
It's crazy.
September 19th?
Yeah.
Right? I was writing in my devotional today, so it's got to be And here we are talking about yours instead of mine. And I just feel like the weight lifted off my shoulders.
It's kind of crazy how life changes, though. Changes. You wake up, not in that way, but life changes, and you never think it will. I never thought that was going to be a thing because my relationship is so good. But now it's like, you got to move on.
No, I know. So how do you move on? What's the one way of coping with feelings to all the girls out there or guys going through a relationship of like a long term and they just coming out of a breakup? What is one thing that has helped you in the last month and a half?
I think looking at the logistics of everything. Don't worry about like so much of what you're feeling because that's what I was doing for so long. And after having multiple conversations and being like, what else could we do? It just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So sometimes like you can't play a broken piano.
Do you think long distance can
no
work?
I don't think long distance put an effect in it where we broke up at all.
Okay, so you think long distance relationships can
Personally, that was my take. I can do long distance. I like I'm not like a long distance girly, but if your job and your occupation acquires you to be somewhere that you can't be with that person, that's not going to be a reason personally for me to be, I'm not going to be with you.
If you're dating someone, this is not solely on Hannah, I was just thinking this, and someone comes to you, because in the past this has happened to me too, and they're saying, would you pick work or love?
Well, I'm 22. I'm picking work.
Would you guys pick work or love?
I like that answer. I think it's going to change, like, as you grow up,
Yeah.
right? Like, right now I pick work 100%.
You sacrifice so much. And I read this quote online by Maddie Pruitt, huge Maddie Pruitt fan. And it's like, your person can't be your everything because then it will only be like, oh, wait, actually, I'm pulling it up because I'm going to mess it up. And it doesn't.
You have one happiness either. I
Yes,
feel like
one
love
sec.
comes and goes. Personally, I don't think I've ever loved like a male to be enough to be like, oh my God, I'm going to sacrifice everything for you. And I think girls get into that route more than guys. But I feel
Got it. Sorry, Haley.
you're fine. Like, seriously. It's fine. It's her podcast.
Oh, sorry. No. When we make someone our everything, we lose everything else. So if you're gonna literally choose the person you love and make them your everything, and you can't have anything else, you will one day envy that
Regret it.
person.
Yeah.
And regret it.
Because you're relying your whole happiness, everything about that person on him. So if he's having a bad day and he's not filling your cup, then your cup's going to be super empty. And you're going to be like, what am I doing here? There's going to be so many, why am I doing this?
Right.
People get stuck in that route so much. It's like, dude, go out with the girls. Have a girls' night. Have
Yeah.
a girls' dinner.
That's what I was saying. Like, if I didn't have my sisters, I think it'd be way harder. But Haley's very good. Like, I know it's hard to believe, but she is very good at like giving advice of how to like be comfortable with who you are and grow as a person because she was living it for so long.
Yeah. For 3 years, I think I've learned
Yeah.
you can be independently happy. And when you go through things, you can just lean on yourself. You don't have to go and have an outlet
Mhm.
outside of your family. Obviously, we always have each other. But I feel for the last 7 years, you always had someone else to go and talk about feelings and stuff. And sometimes it like allows you to grow as a human being to be like, whoa, I don't have
Right.
someone else besides myself. And that's
Right.
good. That's like really good for you to learn.
And also, I think based on your question too, like your standards in a relationship, and my relationship was so good. Like I know what to expect, what I'm looking for, what I want. So like to understand what I want in a relationship, I'm not gonna like waste my energy on things that aren't gonna fulfill me right now.
Mhm.
So I really just need to take time to be like, what's filling your cup, Hannah? What's
You're such
gonna
a relationship girl too. That's the biggest
I
difference. I'm
am.
learning more about is Hannah's always super relationship, and I'm so take time. Don't jump in a relationship. It's gonna take a while. Hannah doesn't understand that. I'm like, dude, these guys that are talking to you, they probably have another roster of girls.
I understand that.
No, you understand that, but
I'm
you're
just
the
like
type to
not
see the
toxic.
good.
Like I don't care. Like
No, I'm not
go for it. Go entertain the other girls. That's fine. I don't care.
No, I know you don't, but I think that you think that every male is a relationship guy, and they're not.
Because you view everyone with bad intentions.
I don't. I view people
Guys,
for what they are.
if they're an athlete, no.
I view people for what they are. You haven't been in that world yet, sweetie. Wake up.
I know, but all I'm saying is that I'm not gonna assume the worst into in someone or some dude until they prove me otherwise.
No, I understand that, but also you have to understand I wouldn't give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
I would never give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I'm just not gonna go into something and be like, oh, you're talking to 1,500 people when I don't really care. I'm not looking for a relationship right now, so why would I care?
No, I know. I'm just saying, in general, it's gonna take you to have like some hurt and some highs and lows.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think because your relationship is so good, and your ex is like one of the best people I know, regardless. I think that it's hard for you to view other males as someone he's not because he showed you that.
Okay, that's
You know.
true.
Don't
Were
be silly.
you sad? Because I from the outside looking in, I feel like we obviously spend a lot of time together. I would have not like that you weren't sad.
No,
but,
yeah.
like, you never showed any like that you were hurting on the outside. You always kept it a buck, and like I feel like were you like have you been like internally sad and stuff?
I think in the beginning it didn't really hit me. I cope with feelings a little differently than most girls. I'm more just, kind of take it what it is, move on. I think the last week was definitely tough. I got a little sad, kind of was questioning stuff, but I think just leaning on my people, like understanding the logistics. I don't want to show everybody every emotion because then it opens up people to have assumptions and judge you and all that. And it's like, they don't need to see like, oh, I'm so sad, Because I didn't really show much of my relationship
That's what I was saying.
in the first place.
I think you kept it very private, so it's also good because if your relationship is public or people know about it, then it's I have to go delete all these pictures, I have to do this, and then you have other opinions, and now it's a little bit more added stress on like the recovery of getting over someone.
Right. My relationship, like you said, it wasn't public at all. It's not like he was in like an athlete or like in the scene or anything like that. So it wasn't like I'm gonna have people commenting or being, negative. I did have somebody come and be like, oh, actually, I'm gonna say that.
No, do it.
They're like, Hannah, did the fame get to you? Is that why you lost so and so? Listen, I'm like, bro, first of all, I'm E-list, D-list, not even D-list, wait, F. And secondly, it's like, little do you know, like, you just don't even know me as a human. You don't know who in my relationship was, which I'm thankful I never opened that door. And I mean, people could sit there and judge and be like, oh, she's unloyal. Like, first of all, no. If you know me, like, that's the number one trait. I'm a loyal human being, but I'm not gonna open up a door to give random people, time to comment on a photo and say, oh, this, and this, and that's probably what you have to deal with, like, a lot, like, dating in the public eye.
No, yeah, I think that in the past it's been it's on the DL. The guys I'm talking to, it's on the DL because it wasn't as serious. And the guy I'm talking to right now, he's very open to he's so good at communicating and he wants that. He doesn't want someone that's, oh, it's on the DL. And I appreciate that. And that makes me feel more comfortable talking about him on my social medias and stuff because at the end of the day, even if something did occur, it'd have been a fine because he does the same thing. He matches the energy.
Yeah, I think it's just like a respect thing and like what you want for your relationship, honestly. Comes down too. So, yeah, guys, I'm good. I'll update you every week if you need it. I'm doing good though. Solid over here. Backlit by Rod Waves, like my song. So, your girlie's going through it.
It's so
backlit
funny too because Hannah has.
Bro, I do have game, Haley.
Hannah needs to up her game.
Haley's like very like ask any one of our friends. They go to Haley and be like, "What should I say back?" Because Haley's got this she knows how to she knows all the ins and outs. So I'm like,
oh God, you're acting like I'm like some girl that's been in the streets for 3 years.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say that.
But
you know how to respond. You know what I'm saying? Everybody okay, so one of my friends from Fresno, she's like, dude, she's so good, and I was like, bro, I know, I don't understand.
I told her to slide up in her story and was like, go this guy's number, and she's like, that's so good. I never thought about that.
Okay, Haley, the problem is I hate texting. So in person, easy. I know first dates, so I love them, but text, I'm like, bro, I hate texting.
No, I love it too.
Have there been a lot of people in the DMs?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Who's your crush?
Yeah.
Besides the NYPD cop.
I have a lot. I don't know. Harvey Specter. If that man was right here, like, dropped on a knee.
Over Derek from Grey's Anatomy?
I thought you meant for Better Media.
Oh, I didn't know. The elephant also in the room was Derek and you went on a date.
Oh, no. Me and Derek aren't.
Derek, and now he's training out there for you. You didn't even acknowledge it.
I did, actually. I posted on my Snapchat.
So did I. I said it. At least he's not all talk.
But definitely, I don't have a crush, but I definitely do have a type. I do have a type.
No, yeah. That's okay to have, too. Everyone's...
Oh, definitely athletics.
I'm really curious about this because, and you kind of touched upon it earlier, because with Haley's experience with athletes, does that turn you off at all, or you're just like, fuck it, I want to experience my own relation,
I think Haley goes for a different type besides the person she's talking to right now. I think she had a different vibe than I did. I think I do like athletes, but I'm very I know what type of guy I'm looking for. I'm not gonna sit here and entertain somebody that's showing me.
No, I know. I think it's gonna be so funny when I'm gonna be like, no.
No, I know.
How many guys I went to Hanna and she's like, what are you doing, Haley? Do not entertain. The last guy I was talking to, she knew. She literally told me multiple times. And then she's like, I told you so.
And you can read that. And I think we're really good at reading it. I think my type is definitely athletic.
Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't it be? Everyone's they're an athlete.
I don't know if I'm gonna manifest this. I just need somebody that's ambitious, more ambitious than me, probably. Intelligent, can hold a conversation, is a guy's guy. I love tattoos.
Really?
Tall. I'm a muscle mommy, so I think it's somebody that's into lifting weights.
I think it's funny too because everyone's, they're an athlete. We were athletes. You're gonna be attracted to what you know.
Right.
You're gonna be
an
attracted
athlete,
to
always an athlete. And we're really into working out, and that plays a role in athletic. We have an athletic build, so I mean that's obviously I'm gonna be into athletes.
No, yeah, I know.
Not gonna learn from Haley's mistakes, obviously.
I saw it first mistakes. Everything's a lesson.
Yeah, it is, but
that's a clip right there. Everything's a lesson. I'm gonna drop a beat right now. Lessons. It's cool to see though because our podcast kind of takes us through a diary. It's kind of YouTube. Mm-hmm. YouTube allows you to go back and see. So you never know what it'll look like in a year.
Right. That's what I'm curious to see.
Love it.
Yeah.
We're about to introduce our next guest, but before that, we have some very exciting news to share with y'all.
Ladies, our friends at Manscaped are now selling beard products.
With holidays coming up, you guys know what to get.
That's right. The leaders in grooming have came out with the Handyman.
It all starts with the beard hedger.
This cordless trimmer has rotary wheel,
With 20 hair cutting lengths with one guard.
so no more messy drawers with extra add-ons.
Along with having only one guard, it's also waterproof.
You can shave in the shower to avoid all the hair in the sink or in the bathroom.
The titanium coated T-blade is tough on hair, but very smooth on the face.
Leading to a single stroke efficiency.
And again, ladies, manscaping doesn't mean has to be a mess with this device.
So get 20% off and free shipping with the code TWINTALK at manscaped.com.
That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Make sure you guys use the codes TWINTALK. But also, I know we're talking about NFL. We have a huge MLB. He's a star in the Marlins.
So Mr. Eurostep is coming on next, and the Marlins are in the middle of trying to make a playoff run.
Everyone always asks us, can we read each other's minds?
We have twin telepathy.
Were we better on the court together?
All these questions are constantly lingering.
So sometimes I'm like, can we finish each other's sentences?
Let's try it.
So obviously, we can finish each other's
Betr Picks lineups. For instance, obviously this weekend we're going to the Arizona Cardinals and Dallas Cowboys game. Tony Pollard,
less than. And what about James Conner?
more than. And of course, QB Dak Prescott, more than. So play Betr Picks now.
And don't forget, Betr Picks is giving away
100x payouts.
Which one's which?
What's the first question?
Haley, Hanna.
Oh my god, they're nice with it. Usually it's like not that quick.
All right, well, today we have the face of baseball, a fan favorite, and a crowd pleaser, is what you're known
The
for.
Eurostop god. Everyone was voting at the Marlins game that yours was better. I was like, low-key, mine looked nice from the video, but like whatever.
I thought
they love
yours
you.
was nice. I ain't
Mine
gonna lie.
was
I
nicer,
thought,
but I
I
was
thought you
like,
won.
Mine was really good.
It was decent.
It was
She
decent.
said it was decent.
Okay, so you didn't go to college, right? You came straight.
Straight out of high school.
Okay, so what was your decision like behind that? Like, why were you thinking that?
Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. I never had like a backup plan. It
Okay.
was just straight baseball. It wasn't nothing else. It was just like I'm gonna be a big leaguer. I'm gonna be a Hall of Famer one day. So it's just that if I get my baseball offer, I'm going to baseball.
I like
Dope
that.
mindset. What made you guys like get into baseball and stuff?
For me, it was my grandma.
You're younger?
My grandma on my side of the family is a professional softball player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
And so like I would be watching her play all the time when she retired like as an old lady. Like she was 60 when she retired. Like,
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Nice.
Like she stopped playing, but like she was on the Bahamas national team. Everybody known her for it, and I was her grandson that followed her everywhere. So it was just like felt like I had to do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I loved it. So it was just like me, and my grandma, in baseball.
Yeah. So it worked out though, because like the Bahamas is like right by Miami.
Yeah.
Did you first get?
Yeah,
so
did
you
you
played
get-
professionally in the Bahamas with DJ, and then you got. How long were you professionally, like there until you got drafted?
So I went to high school in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, Kansas,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, because I was supposed to go to high school at American Heritage, but we couldn't afford it. That was expensive. So like,
Yeah.
I got a full scholarship to this private school in Wichita, Kansas, and like lived with host families. And I think I was 16 when I graduated high school, and I wasn't old enough to get drafted. So I had to go to the Bahamas for 1 year and just wait so I could get drafted the next year. But I had college offers, which I could have went to college, but like just was not on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did you first get drafted to the Marlins?
No, I was with the Diamondbacks.
You were oh
Arizona.
yeah, Arizona. I
Yeah.
remember you saying
How'd
that.
you like AZ?
I loved Arizona.
Really?
I lived in Scottsdale, so
Scottsdale?
Scottsdale's nice.
old town.
But Miami's better, don't you think?
Miami is 100% better.
It's so much better,
It's
but-
way better.
Scottsdale's like, I think it's a good spot to be though, because like in the winter it gets nice.
Yeah, I
It's
definitely
not
was
too
cool down.
crazy. Miami's crazy.
What do you mean?
It's just like 24/7.
24/7. The clubs and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like
You don't get no
nonstop.
calm downs.
Like,
Like,
there's no
Monday through Sunday, it's lit.
That's what I'm saying. Like we were done. I was like, I want to go to Fort Lauderdale. After we played at UM for a little bit, I was like, I need to go back to Fort Lauderdale. It's more chill
That's why I
there.
moved out there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what party? Like
I'm
where?
on the Weston. I'm on
Oh,
the
yeah,
west
we
side.
talked about this. I know. I just don't know where that is.
We're really better
Just go
directions.
straight west from your house. And I'm
Yeah, but wait. that's
saw
like,
you all
that's
for-
like really good advice. Like just go straight west. I ask Carol every time. I'm like, what's the address for Better? I come here every freaking Monday. I have no idea.
So you are on the cover of the MLB video game show. What was like? How did they like approach you? Like,
This is a curse for players. To be on video games.
so they say.
For real?
So they say.
You're not cursed. You're rocking out.
I mean, I'd be trying.
You're the first player though. How do you feel about that?
I mean, for me, it was like my agent called me and he was like, "How much do you love me?" Because like the whole year I was working with MLB for the 2022, which they just was introducing my Euro step to the game and just doing all that stuff. So like I had like a little deal with them and we just keep going back and forth. And I was in there and I was like, it was early in the year before like the season started. And I was in there and I was like, well, if I become an All-Star, I'm gonna be the cover of this game next year.
That's sick.
And so like I was an All-Star that year, and at the end of the season, my agent calls me. He's like, "How much do you love me?" And I was like, "Bro, I've known you from when I was like 16, bro. You know, like you like pops to me right now."
Right.
And he's like, "Well, I just got you on the cover of MLB The Show," and I was like, "What?
That's wild.
Wild!" Like I was playing the video game too at the same time, so it was like, bro, it was so wild.
That's so sick.
I know.
Good for you though.
What's the story behind the Euro step? Like, how'd
Probably
you like get that?
I ain't gonna lie, I was talking shit with my teammates all the time. Like, because like when I was in the minor leagues and I got traded over from Arizona to Miami, I think it was the first time like I played with like it was a lot of black kids on our team.
Yeah.
And, like we'd go to the YMCA in the off season and like we'd be playing all off season. Like that was our cardio every day.
Okay.
Like 5-on-5s, like running up the court.
Right.
And like all we did was like in the clubhouse, you walk past someone, you just like hit them with the Euro step.
Yeah.
So like me being the person that I am, we're in the off season, we're chilling by the pool at one of the guys' house, and like I just got to the big leagues the last year, and it's gonna be my first year like actually being a starter every day, like coming from day one, being in the big leagues. And we were just talking, and I was like, the best pitcher in the world, Jacob deGrom, right? He was the best pitcher in the world at the time. I was like, bro, watch this. Like this year, I'm gonna go into spring training. First pitch I see, I'm gonna hit a homer, and I'm gonna hit a Euro step at home. They were like, come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna do that. Spring training comes around. First pitch of spring training.
Like, was that still in your mind? You're like, I'm gonna hit this homer?
Bro, it was like, it was the only thing I was thinking to do. It was like the only thing I was thinking to do. And I hit a home run and I hit the Euro step. And like everybody in the dugout was literally like,
no way. That's sick.
Like manifested. That's
you just did it ever since?
yeah, and it's just stuck from there.
That's
like,
cool though. Because like you're like known for that too. Everyone's like, Euro, like, okay.
yeah, it was
That's
like sick.
Are the Marlins gonna make the playoffs?
Hell yeah.
I bet.
It's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, we go through rough stretches. Like we had the same rough stretch through the first half, and we still came out as one of the best teams in the second half before the second half started. So I have no doubt we only have about like 31 games left, 30 games left.
You guys have a long season.
I know.
Because how many games do you guys play each?
162.
162. So like you go to a away game. How many games you play that weekend? 3, right?
Away games? If we go on the road, we probably play 6 to 7 games.
Not for the same opponent though, right?
No. But like if you go on the road, you're not only going to go on the road for 3 days. You're going to go on the road for at least a week.
And then,
7
okay.
days.
And like hit different like teams in states, right?
Yeah, so you play like 2 different teams in 7 days.
Oh, jeez. So how do you determine if you're playing that game or not, or do you not? Like, who determines that?
Play every day. Like,
Yeah, but you didn't play when we were there. Oh,
I was hurt, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just coming off injury.
So you don't get like rest days. You play every game.
Yeah, I play every game.
But pitchers, like, they get rest.
Yeah, pitchers
There's,
play like it depends because if it's a starting pitcher, he pitches like once every 5 days. But if it's like the guys that pitch after the starters, they pitch like almost every day. It's like every other day or every day for real.
Dang.
They get more rest days than us though.
That's crazy. That's like the longest season.
Okay.
I swear.
DJ, I got a question for you. What is one thing your brother needs to get better out on the field?
Wait, he's got to get on the mic. Cause
Is he mic'd up?
Wow, I gotta hear.
Bring the brother in.
Let's humble him a little bit.
Tumble Jazz. French Jazz. What's behind the username? Like, what's the story behind that? Before the question.
Yeah?
My middle name.
Oh, is that sick?
I love that.
My grandma gave me that name.
Okay.
So that's
I
why
like
I always
it.
keep it. My grandma is like everything.
I like it.
How often do you get to go home and stuff?
Like every time I get a little break. My grandma's at my house right now.
Okay, so she lives with
Should
you.
have brought grandma.
She just comes around and
She comes to all your games and stuff?
yeah.
Home games? Well, sick. That's sweet. You guys, I feel like you guys are a really tight family.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Too tight.
saying.
Too tight
Put
sometimes.
it that way. That's what I'm saying. Like, I if I'm like not chilling, like I'm always with my family. I just want to be by my people. Like we have 3 other sisters, so it's like,
Wow.
yeah, it's like those are my best friends. You know what I
I
mean?
have 4 sisters, but all of them are younger.
Really?
They're the babies.
Like how? Okay, so
It's like 17, 16, 15, and 9.
Oh, so close in age.
Yeah, they are.
nice.
But I'm like,
you're the big bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, this is what you want. Bye. See you later.
But grandma's always at home.
Yeah, grandma
nice.
always comes around sometimes. Mom's
Nice.
there too.
Oh, yay.
That's fun though. You guys are living.
Wait, so who's like the
Yeah.
hardest pitcher you have to go versus in the league?
All the time.
Where you're like, holy
Who's one where
cow,
it's like, oh my gosh, like,
I can't.
It's not even like he's a good pitcher. Like he kind of sucks. Like
oh my gosh.
he's not good, bro. It's like
You're funny.
You just like keep
I'm
that one in
being
the
real,
drafts.
No, it's okay. I
Let's
like
say
the
it like
honesty.
this.
I like the honesty.
if you watch him pitch,
Uh-huh.
he's not good. But like whatever he does gets everybody out.
Some
Okay.
qualities like crazy.
So it's like it's not like
well, he's intimidating.
like no. It's like he
It's-
goes 88 miles per hour, and it's like boom.
Don't you feel like it's
It was yesterday.
Who does he play versus?
The Nationals. Like every time I face him, it's crazy. Like I have the most respect for him. Like I'm not saying he sucks for real.
Yeah.
But like if you were to watch him pitch, you'd be like, he throws 88 mile per hour fastball, cool. He got a little 83 mile per hour changeup, that's normal. Like curveball 78, like it's all normal stuff. Like it shouldn't like boom, like it shouldn't. Shouldn't
you
be
strike
strike out 10 people.
Did you
in the
strike out?
game. Did I strike out? Yeah. I struck out my first at bat, and then I got out like 1 or 2 other times. I got a hit last night, but
Yeah.
like it shouldn't happen. Like
Right.
you know, like you go up and you face this guy. Like I was running to the plate every at bat, and I was like walking back to the dugout. Like, bro, this does not make sense. This has been like the 10th
like make it
time
make sense.
Like this is the 10th time I faced this guy. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't look hard. It doesn't.
right.
It just does like. Shoom, sorry, go sit down. Only person that hit yesterday for real was Soler. Thank God.
God.
That's a one.
What cleats were you wearing? I heard that you're very into your cleats.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
I wore. Have you ever seen the yellow snakeskin 11s?
Oh yeah,
I have them in cleats with
How-
yellow and pink.
that's sick. Cause you're sponsored by Jordan, right?
Yeah,
That's
So
sick.
dope.
yeah, it's sick. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
They give you
crazy.
some kicks. It's crazy.
How do you determine like what shoes you wear that game or cleats?
Honestly, I don't know. I just like if my sister's texting me at the right time, I'd ask her like, "Hey, what color you want me to
Mhm.
wear today?" She'd like say a color. Them, anybody. Like if I'm like about to go and pick out my stuff that I'm wearing that day, I just say, "Hey, what color?"
How many
Smart.
cleats do you have?
Probably too many.
How many cleats? It depends.
Like Jordans, like your Jordan cleats, or can you only wear Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like how many pairs I have, or how many different ones.
Be specific, Hannah.
I would say different ones.
Okay, I probably have like 14 to 15 different ones, but I have
No,
multiple
like yeah, he
of
has like the
them,
yellow and the yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Get
like
too
that.
worn out. Yeah.
So what do you? Okay, so like besides baseball, like what is? I know you have a fashion show later, but like what stuff you guys like to do like outside of baseball?
I like to dress up. I ain't gonna lie.
You like to fashion? Yeah, in
I
case
like to style
what got
up,
you into style and stuff
jewelry.
like that.
all that. My mom, I feel
Yeah?
like my mom was really into like wearing different stuff and like wearing colors. Like from
Mm.
I was young, I was really liking like colors because of my mom. My mom always would put me in like yellow and like green, purple. Like I was wearing pink as a kid, as a boy, and like people used to tease me, but I didn't really care because I just liked it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick. Like
you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
had like color in my hair. I didn't care about all that. Like double piercings from I was in high school. Like everything was just like, if I like it, I'm gonna do it. You know
that's
what I mean?
dope.
So my mom really got me into that kind of things because like I was wearing stuff and kids would tease me, but I'd still like be like, it's kind of cool.
So what's like a typical day in the life of Jazz without baseball? Like what's like your favorite things?
You could have a day, like a perfect day. What would it look like?
You know,
Go
it's,
race the dogs.
What type of dogs?
I have a little mini Australian Shepherd. He's
Aw.
fast, but he ain't. I have a Belgian Malinois.
What are their names?
Lion, Perry and King.
Perry and King.
I love it.
I named him Perry because when he was growing up, he used to like act like Perry the platypus.
I'm dead.
That's really why his name is Perry.
So just like how late in the game did you name him Perry?
like 2 months.
2 months. So what was his name before Perry?
Nothing.
Oh, you just called him nothing.
I just watched him. I just watched him and like wanted to pick out of the litter, and then like all of a sudden I got him, and like every 2 seconds, like he'd just go missing. And then you search around the house and you come back and he's back in the spot that you thought like.
That's funny.
So like it was really like, where's Perry?
I like it.
So like you just
Perry's
named him
out.
Perry.
That's funny. Yeah. You guys race him. Who wins usually, Perry or King? Perry goes missing, then comes back and wins.
Perry is actually King is actually faster, but Perry is like he'll run longer. So like King will like get out of there, but like Perry just like.
We're gonna have like a tournament. I can run it in ping pong.
Oh,
I'm telling you guys.
We bought a professional table with professional balls and professional paddles.
You guys think we can?
Ridiculous.
Guys, we were very competitive.
We could double.
Okay, y'all competitive with each other?
Oh,
Like you guys getting fights and stuff like about that?
even arguments, like sometimes I would choose not to argue because I know it's probably not going to end.
Yeah, that's how I
That's how
feel
we are.
too.
If I'm not on the winning side of
We just walk away.
We
just
literally
walk-
had to.
yeah, he's the walk away one.
I'm
Because
gonna
if
walk
not,
away.
it's personal attacks, and I'm like, bro, I won't forgive. Like, don't talk to me for a week if you personal.
Yeah, that's what. That's how it was growing up too. We'd be playing like 1-on-1 in the backyard, like 20%. I'm like, if I make this, like you got laundry, you got dishes. Like if I win this game, you're doing this and this, or like you got to drive to high school the whole time, like this whole week, because we live
a 40-minute
40-minute
drive.
It was like a 40-minute drive, so we always like make bets.
It would
Always.
just be monetary bets.
See, I won't play with
Put
money.
100 on it.
But 100.
real?
Like, so,
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy. Dang, the competition probably gets
you have like
heated.
Bro.
you have like a few ones like we've been out and like do you know like what do they call like the manholes that you could pick up with the sewer?
Oh,
The what?
$10,000.
When?
Off my cousin.
You took it?
When he was 17, I took that money. I don't care.
Yeah.
That ain't my problem.
That's your
You want
family.
to make a bet?
You better. You're so like Hannah. Oh my god.
Don't. I wouldn't play
I'd
with
be like,
money.
just say
I
it.
just probably shouldn't do that with my family because it would get really bad.
So he signed his professional contract. He got.
Oh, okay. So he's
He
okay.
was 16. He signed his professional baseball
Okay.
contract. Right, my little cousin.
Where does he play?
He just got released by the Texas Rangers.
okay.
He was with the Texas Rangers.
Nice.
He's probably gonna try again next year.
Mhm.
So he signed like $1 million deal, right? We're in the Bahamas. He just buys this like it's 2016 or 17. No, 2018.
18.
He just buys this brand new BMW 2018.
Oh, boy.
You know, like he's feeling
Big time,
himself.
for sure.
He got his keys. We go out. We're in the Bahamas, so 16 is the drinking age. We go out. We have a little drink, couple of drinks. Everybody's kind of lit. He drops his keys in this manhole, like the sewer hole that you can't normally pick up.
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle of the street.
Oh, okay.
Shoot. Okay, I got you. Yep.
But his new
Yeah.
keys to his new
Yeah,
car.
his
Okay.
new keys. And he's like freaking out, like, oh my God, I can't get my keys.
Does he have another set of keys? Don't think
He didn't think to like try to pick it up. So I was like, bro, how much you want to bet? Because he already bet like, we did a dumb $10,000 bet on like a home run derby,
Oh,
which
okay.
I didn't take that because he was younger than me. So it didn't matter to me. It was just a jokingly. So I said, you want to win back your money? Let's bet $10,000 I can lift this thing up. And he's like, bro, you can't lift that up. Like $10,000 right now. And I was like, if I lift this up, you're going to give me $10,000 for real. I don't care. Like this would
Yeah.
actually be 10,000.
Yeah, like put in paper type of thing.
Like, and he was like, all right, if you lift it up, da. So I go there, pick it, grabs it with one hand, and I go lift up like this. No
Was it
struggle
light?
at all.
Like-
Light as
You didn't
hell.
try it?
He didn't try.
Oh my gosh.
Why wouldn't he try before he?
No, because he's stupid. I don't know. Like,
They're having a
In
night.
his defense, it looked heavy. It's one of those.
it looked
metal-
like
it's one of those
super
metal-
heavy,
Yeah,
though.
like you wouldn't even think of it. Like
I know,
there's
but
no
you're
way.
like,
yeah, you would like, bro, I would
Try
never
for
try. That's why I
10,000?
did that.
I'd been like, let me try real quick.
If I was somebody else like listening to this conversation, I'd be like, dude, try at least. Like try. Yeah, where was his other homies?
It was,
It was all of us. It was like just.
Oh, he's
everybody was,
probably so
kinda
dumb.
Lit. That's what I'm trying
Oh,
to
that's
say.
what
Like he
everyone's
wasn't
lit.
thinking. He's probably just like tripping because he can't get his keys.
Okay.
And then brand new, his mom was about to kill him.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
He
so
gave
like,
you the 10 though for that?
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's either the 10 for that or the 10 for the home run derby. Pick one.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
take any
Yeah,
one.
you're way generous.
Yeah.
Sure. Way to look at it. So, no, we don't bet like that. Because if not, I'd be like, bro. That'd be like no talking for years.
But I mean, like, we
pay
kind
you.
of.
I just don't like play with money like that at all. I'm very.
If y'all bet against each other, at some point you have a
You
chance.
gonna
to
give
win
that
it
back?
No, that's true. Okay, us, but like my other family, no way.
No, I mean it's really just between a small.
Okay, yeah.
That $10,000 that I got from him is probably like, I gave that back probably 20 times already to him. Just
That's
like,
crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just being around each other.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna get food, we go out, we
No,
get
yeah.
drinks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm not gonna let my little cousin pay for that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Talk about your fashion show.
We literally was going through my closet last night just to put stuff together for the fashion show. Like we don't really go like shopping and stuff. We actually kind of just go on.
What's like your guys' like favorite look to wear? Yeah.
Vintage.
Vintage. Okay. Yeah. Vintage. I like vintage too.
Baggy.
I love baggy looks. That's what like me and I always like. Okay, what type of look are you going for? You know what I mean? Like I love like you can switch it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, versatile. And a lot of guys can't dress, so props to y'all. Like if you're pulling up and you can't dress, you know what I mean. But like you guys can dress.
I knew. I was like, I literally came here and I was like, we were getting dressed and I literally told him, I was like, bro, don't come lacking.
He won't let me out the house. He big no.
I would never let him out of the house.
You guys okay? So when you pick out your guys' fits, what do you guys pick out first? You know what I mean? Like what's your what do you go around? Like shirt, your shirt.
Definitely
I have to get a shirt. I need a top.
Okay. Yeah.
I have everything to match after that. It's just like when I see the top, I'm like, okay, those shoes. Okay, I know I have shorts. Like, okay, I got shorts for that. Okay, I got some jeans or cargos or something for that. Like that's how I go through my stuff. I have to go with the shirt first.
Shirt first, okay.
What do you guys do?
Okay, so if it's like
She goes in my closet.
okay, so if it's like a jean look, jeans. I love jeans, like jeans, pants. But
That's what I'm saying. We usually do staple
tops. Like I'll do like a staple top, but if not, like if it's like okay, well we're going out, usually like a skirt set or a dress.
I walked in here and I looked at you guys' feet and I was like, "Yep, see, I knew." Not coming here with nothing that.
What if it was like New Balances?
It depends which ones.
Okay, yeah, I'm a New Balance girl.
You wear it the right way, you actually could have a hard New Balance fit.
Yeah.
You could have a hard Puma fit.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It just
You know what I
depends
mean?
on how
Like-
you wear it. I always go like New Balance. You're gonna go like cozy look. Nice little.
no, see, I think jean, like a little
Sweats,
jean.
some big sweats.
Yeah, like a light gray with some like green New Balances or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
If y'all had some Adidas on now, I would have been like.
Yeah, if you were in like what kind of Adidas?
Like I like Yeezy and stuff.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
It's like decent, but like the thing was we were sponsored like Miami was sponsored by Adidas, so like
Oh,
you could
yeah.
not pull up in like shoes like this.
Couldn't
if I
wear
wouldn't know
Nikes
that.
or Jordans or anything.
I remember
That's just crazy.
That's
Yeah.
when I was with
Yeezys is
Adidas.
fun,
When I
though.
first signed professionally, I signed with Adidas.
Oh
first.
really?
And that's
You
like
switched to Jordan real quick.
switch to Nike real quick.
Nike.
Can't do this.
No, yeah.
Only Yeezys, and then they barely even had them in stock. So it was like, you know,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
true. And you can only do so much with them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We were champs, and like they would send us shoes all the time, and it's like I would try to wear them to the facilities, and they'd be like, "Haley, go put on Adidas shoes," and I'm like, "Bro,
You would have to like switch shoes to.
Oh,
Go on.
wow.
even like on planes, like you want to like wear like a slide or something cozy, like Crocs
Yeah.
or some shit. You can't. You have to wear like a decent
Y'all
Adidas
plane
running
was probably
shoes.
better than our plane. I'm like,
Oh yeah. No, yeah, we
Yeah.
were but not the Dolphins. Like no, not like the professional leagues, like Marlins, Dolphins, nothing like that.
what were you guys flying on? Were you guys
We were
going through like?
chartering, but like it was like just like a.
I mean, it was nice.
No, it was really nice, but nothing like
What do you
professional
mean?
Miami
Hold on,
teams.
don't think baseball flights are that great.
Yeah,
guys
but we
charter.
got everything. We got everything. The football. team
Miami
got.
is big league, but like if you go to Cleveland and stuff, they're flying on a normal 3-seat commercial
with other people.
They charter.
No, but they charter it, but it's 3 seats.
That's
Normal
ours.
3 suites.
That's what it was. What is yours like?
Y'all in college and getting treated like y'all in the big leagues. What are you?
Wait, so what is your guys' planes
Ours
like?
is better than most.
So what is it
Really?
like?
Ours, we have like all the chairs that lay all the way back.
Oh my gosh.
Tables for poker and all that
Oh
stuff.
my god.
But that's us. That's what I'm trying to say. Like other team, not every team has that.
What does it depend on the city?
Yeah, certain
And
teams
the
have certain
owners, you know.
payrolls.
Oh, the
owners.
owners.
A
Okay.
lot of
Owners.
teams have more money than others.
Some teams have
higher payrolls and stuff.
better owners.
What
Real?
shows do you like?
I watch anime a
Anime?
lot. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a big anime guy.
Anime? Anime.
One
God,
Piece.
see, I've never gone into it. I know a lot of.
I put him into
I
that.
never
For
watched
real?
it.
Literally forced
And
him.
he was like, bro, come on.
What got you into
What-
it?
yeah, what is
Yeah,
anime?
from I was a kid, like
Bro?
so I was I was the bad kid. Yeah,
Mm.
he was a good one. He was a good one with a bad temper, but I was the bad kid. Like, Jazz, do this? No,
Really?
I'm going over here. Like,
You
I'm
learned,
gonna
huh?
go in the corner
Real quick.
I'm gonna be in the corner by myself, but I'm not listening to nobody. That's how I was as a kid. So like, they tell us go to sleep. He goes to sleep. I turn on the TV.
Anime?
I'm watching Adult Swim, but Adult Swim had all the anime shows on them back then. Like, look, he knows, you know
Isn't
what I
that
mean?
like Avatar: The Last Airbender? That one? Is that anime?
That's like Nickelodeon.
That is anime.
That is
It
like the
is.
style-ish.
That
You
came out
watch
at 8
anime?
o'clock,
Like-
Never.
That
I
came
would
out at
literally-
8
It's
p.m.
like
King of the Hill, Squidbillies.
Yeah,
I've heard of King of the Hill. I've heard of King of the Hill. I've never seen this.
Yeah, those were wild. But I was really there for Naruto. So like I have this Naruto tattoo, like all of my legs like tattooed for Naruto. Like my chain that you saw with the little hat on.
Oh yeah.
That's that character's hat.
Strong.
Okay, so you're a big fan.
Oh, like I
Matching.
love it. My glove company,
Mhm.
like we did a deal with the Naruto people,
That's dope.
and like I got a Naruto glove, and now we're trying to get a deal with them, and we're in the works. We're talking to them, but they sound really interested in doing it.
That's sick. Good for you. For y'all.
Yeah.
Dang.
I love it.
Well, Jazz, thank you for coming on. DJ, his +1. Thank you for having me. Appreciate y'all.